going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. And today we have the October 2024 Great Plains International Airport update for you all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video, as today we have a very exciting Great Plains update with so many new aircrafts, various routes, and so many developments to dive into in today's video. So I really hope all of you are excited for this. We're not going to waste any further time and change it up today, and we're actually going to start over here with the international gates, as we have quite an array of aircraft to take a look at. So again, really hope each and every one of you are excited for this, and let's change it up, guys, and go ahead and get started. So we're going to start right here with this WestJet Saab 340. This aircraft came in from Winnipeg, and now it's actually going to operate a 5th Freedom flight. This aircraft is going to be going to a very unique destination, South Bend, Indiana. So very cool to see that right there. Our next aircraft is this Air Canada Airbus E320. This is the Jets one, and this is going to be heading out to Montreal after coming in today from Toronto Pearson. Next up, we have an Air Canada Rouge Airbus E321. This aircraft's coming in from Vancouver today on a turnaround. And then we're going to have the Flair Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. This aircraft's loaded up today, and it's going to be making a flight today out to Vancouver as well. However, he came in from Montreal earlier, so very nice to see that right there. Here's a Swoop Boeing 737-800. This aircraft's loading up, heading over to Calgary today, and he came in earlier from Edmonton. And pushed back, also heading out to Edmonton, we have this WestJet Boeing 737-800 on a turnaround service. And then we have its sister aircraft here with the Scimitar winglets. And this aircraft came in earlier today from Calgary as well. So plenty of Calgary services here for WestJet. Next, we have the Viva Aerobus Airbus E320. This aircraft's loading up from Monterey today and came in earlier from Mexico City. And then we have the Volaris Airbus E320 with fence tips. This aircraft came in from Mexico City too. However, he's going to Guadalajara. Then we have a Cayman Airways Boeing 737 MAX 8. This aircraft today is heading out to, of course, I forget the city name for, I remember it in the last update, but I can't remember it for this one. Is it Prince George? I think it's somewhere in there. I'm forgetting what it is, but nevertheless, he's heading out over that way. I'm forgetting the city name, so apologies on that. But we do have this Aviation Airbus E320, the Taka Retro, and this aircraft's heading out to San Salvador today. And we also have the Caribbean Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. And this aircraft, I believe it's going out to Port of Spain. I think that's its destination, but apologies if I'm wrong. Next, we have the China Southern Airbus E380. And this aircraft's heading out to Skyless Airport. So, of course, we absolutely love to see that. And then we have this beautiful British Airways Airbus E380. And this aircraft's loading up today for its nonstop service today out to London Heathrow. Very nice. We have a TUI Boeing 787-9. This aircraft is heading out to Manchester today. So, absolutely love to see that, of course. And then the lights just good right at this exact spot, so that's why I chose to start over here first. We had the Qatar Airways Boeing 777-300ER heading out to Doha, of course, so we absolutely love that. And then we have this Japan Airlines Boeing 787-9, and this aircraft's loading up for its nonstop flight today, heading over to Tokyo Narita, so very cool to see that right there. And then we have the Turkish Airlines Boeing 787-9 getting the jet bridge attached, and it came in earlier today from Istanbul, and now it's going to be heading back out there here momentarily. We have a Lufthansa Airbus E340-300 in the Star Alliance livery coming in from Frankfurt, Germany, and now it's going to be making a flight out to Munich, so very cool to see all the frequency there. As we continue with Star Alliance, here's the EVA Air Boeing 777-300ER, and this aircraft's coming in from Taipei, so very cool to see that one right there. Got some independent carriers over here, which is really cool, beginning with the Hainan Airlines Airbus E350. This aircraft's making the flight today, heading over to Beijing, so very cool to have a quite unique diversity here of airlines. And we also have the Air Tahiti Nui Boeing 787-9 heading out to Papeete, so very cool to see that route right there. We have a Condor Airbus E339neo. This aircraft is arriving in today after a flight from Frankfurt, so very cool to see that one too. And we also have the Air Canada Boeing 787-9, and this aircraft's making a flight today, heading over to Toronto Pearson as well, but actually is operating a 5th Freedom flight over to Fort Lauderdale, so definitely quite a nice array of services right there, so we absolutely love that. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and bounce back over here since we knocked out the internationals. That was the main intent of starting over there. But let's actually come over here and get after the Americans, because we have quite an array here. So really cool international lineup over there, just really wanted to get some good lights, so we successfully did just that, and now it's time to get started with these aircraft. First and foremost, we have the Alaska 737-900 in honoring those who serve livery. This aircraft's coming in today from Seattle, and now it's going to be making a flight today, heading over to San Diego. And then we have the Star Wars 737-800 coming in from Portland, and now operating to Washington National. Very cool route for them. Here's the American 737-800 to begin the Congo line. This aircraft's coming in from West Palm Beach, and now it's heading out to Seattle. And then we have this American Airlines Airbus E321neo, which is currently coming in from Miami, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to San Diego too. Here's the American Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. This aircraft's coming in from New Gordia, and now it's going to be heading out to Phoenix Sky Harbor. Pulling into the gate, we have this American Airlines Airbus E321neo coming in from Anchorage, and now it's going to operate a shorter flight over to Charlotte. Here's an American Airlines Airbus E321 operating service today over to Tulsa and came in earlier today from Colorado Springs. And then we have an American Air Cal 737-800, as this aircraft's gearing up today from New York John F. Kennedy and came in after a flight from San Antonio. Here's the Medal of Honor, American Airbus E321, coming in from Des Moines. This aircraft's now going to be making a short hop over to Salt Lake City. And we have this American Airlines Airbus E320 loading up today with service over to Tucson. This aircraft came in earlier today from Las Vegas. Here at American Airlines 737-800 pulling into the gate after a flight in from Missoula. He's now going to be bouncing over to Chicago O'Hare. And here we have this American Airlines Airbus E319 coming in from Philadelphia. He's now going to be operating service today out to Houston George Bush. American Airlines Airbus E320 coming in from Dallas Fort Worth. This aircraft's now blasting off for Austin. And we have this American Airlines Airbus E321. This aircraft's getting serviced here and is going to be heading out to San Jose del Cabo and came in earlier today after a flight from Cancun. And American Airlines 737-800. This aircraft is making a flight today, heading over to Omaha and came in earlier today from St. Louis. And we have this American Airlines Airbus E320 loading up today over to New York's Newark Airport and came in earlier today after a flight from Sarasota. Here's an American Eagle ERJ-175 heading over to Panama City today, and this aircraft made a pretty long flight in from Reno earlier. And here's the Aviation 400 American Airlines 787-9, and this aircraft is making a flight today over to, this aircraft's heading all the way to Los Angeles and came in earlier today after its flight from Spokane, so we absolutely love to see it. And next we have American Airlines Airbus E319. This aircraft's gearing up today, headed over to Houston George Bush and came in earlier today after a flight from the great city of Fargo. And then we have the PSA Retro American E321, and this aircraft's going to be making a flight today over to Phoenix and came in earlier today after a flight from Boston. Here's an American Airlines Airbus E319 gearing up today. This aircraft's going to be making it over to Oklahoma City and made a flight earlier today coming in from just trying to think of all the routes that I could use. Nashville. And then we have this American Airlines Airbus E321neo, which is coming in from Portland and now is going to be flying up to Toronto. And we have an American Airlines Airbus E320 getting the gate attached. After coming in from Washington Dulles, this aircraft's now going to be jetting over to Portland, Maine. And we have an American Airlines Airbus E320 coming in from Burlington, Vermont. Now it's going to be heading out to Baltimore, Washington. So very cool to see all those. And then we get into our internationals, beginning with this American Airlines Boeing 787-9. This aircraft today is coming in from Helsinki to complement the Finnair flight. And now it's going to be making a flight today over to Auckland, New Zealand, which is very cool. Just docked up, getting the jet bridge attached, we have an American One World Boeing 777-200ER, and this aircraft today is making a flight coming in from Miami, and now is going to be heading all the way over today on its flight over to Seoul. So very cool to see that right there. We have this American Airlines Boeing 777-300ER. This aircraft's getting serviced here and is going to be making a flight today over to, Hong Kong. Came in earlier today from London Heathrow. And an empty stand here, followed by another American 777-200ER. This particular frame is currently loading in from, Madrid, and now it's going to be making a flight today out to, I want to send this guy to Dallas Fort Worth because we need more mainline on that flight, or more heavies rather. And the American Airlines Boeing 787-8 waiting for an air stair to arrive. And this aircraft's going to be making a flight today, heading on over to, surprisingly, get this, Istanbul. So really cool to see, some of the other alliance partner carriers there just kind of competing with all that and getting that all knocked out. So that's really cool. Here's the American 737-800. This aircraft today is taxiing in from Boston, and now it's going to be making a flight over to Palm Springs. And here's an American 787-8. And this aircraft is going to be jetting all the way over today to Kona and came in earlier today from Honolulu, which it's doing right now. So we'd love to see all that. Okay, we'll come back to the cargoes here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and get to the other side and start working on these nicely lit American Airlines gates. But first, let's get the DHL Polar 7673 freighter coming in from San Bernardino. This aircraft's now going to be heading out to Baltimore. And we have a DHL 737 freighter, and this aircraft is currently coming in from Los Angeles International, and now it's going to be making a flight over to Detroit. So cool to see all those right there. Okay, next we have over there, starting with these A gates, we have an American E175. This aircraft is getting serviced here and is going to be making a flight over to Raleigh-Durham and came in earlier today from Calgary. And then we have this American Airlines 737-800. This aircraft's coming in from St. Louis and now is going to be making a flight today over to Puerto Vallarta. And we have this American Airlines Airbus E321. And this aircraft today is coming in after a flight from Burbank and now it's going to be flying to New Orleans. Here's an American E170. This aircraft is coming in from West Palm Beach and now it's going to be making a flight over to Pittsburgh. And next we have an American Airlines 787-8, and this aircraft is currently making a flight coming in from Phoenix today, and he's going to be jetting on over all the way over to Amsterdam. So we absolutely love that. Here's an American Airlines Airbus E319. This aircraft's heading out to Syracuse today and came in earlier today after a flight from Indianapolis. And getting ready to push back, we have an American Airlines 737-800 heading over to Portland and came in earlier from Orlando International. Next, we have an American Airlines Airbus E321. This is coming in from Tampa and now it's going to be making a flight to Las Vegas. An American Airlines Airbus E319. This aircraft is making a flight coming in from Houston George Bush and now it's going to be heading over to Memphis. And we have another American E319. This aircraft is making a flight in from Milwaukee, and now it's going to be heading out to Atlanta. And lastly, on the end, we have an ERJ-175. This aircraft is coming in today from Fort Lauderdale, and now it's going to be making a flight over to, let's see, what was this? Buffalo. That's the one I wanted. Okay, very nice. Let's go ahead and pan over to these other nicely lit gates, beginning with the next American Eagle, ERJ-175. This aircraft is currently coming in today from Albany, New York, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Billings, Montana. Next, we have an American E318. This aircraft is heading over to Medford, Oregon today and came in earlier from Salt Lake City. An American Airlines Airbus E321neo coming in from San Diego and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Fairbanks, which is a really cool service for this time of year. An American Airlines 737-800 coming in from Philadelphia and now it's going to be making a flight to Washington National. An American Airlines Stanton Cancer Airbus E321 coming in today from Tampa. This aircraft is now going to be jetting off to, Boise. An American Airlines Airbus E318. This aircraft is getting ready today for Atlanta and came in earlier today from Jacksonville. An American Eagle ERJ-175 pushed back today for Lake Charles and came in earlier today from Omaha. An American Airlines Airbus E321. This aircraft is heading over to Minneapolis and it came in earlier today from Detroit. An American Airlines E321. This is the U.S. Airways Heritage coming in from Las Vegas and now it's going to be heading out to Sacramento. An American Airlines 737-800 coming in from New York John F. Kennedy and now it's heading out to Dallas Fort Worth. And a One World American Airlines 737-800 coming in today from Long Beach, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Denver. So as you can tell, quite a wide array of American Airlines aircraft, so no shortage of fun on those particular frames. So let's go ahead, let's see, where's the next most logical place to bounce to? I think we'll do the cargo and the regionals first, and then I think we'll probably get somewhere over there and knock out those aircraft so we get some good lights. So let's go ahead and do that. The light's kind of challenging, but if you are enjoying this airport update, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you know anybody else that really enjoys model airport videos, feel free to share the video with them. I would greatly appreciate it, as it really helps out my channel and to get all this amazing airport content to more people like you. Okay, let's go ahead and start over here with the regional gate, starting with the Contour ERJ-145. Coming in from Greensville, Mississippi, we have now added a new service today over to Lynchburg. So very cool to see that for the university there. Here's the American Eagle ERJ-145 coming in from, let's see here, Cheyenne, Wyoming. This aircraft's now going to be making a flight over to Lubbock. And we have the CRJ-700, which is coming in from Little Rock and now it's heading out to El Paso. And here's this CRJ-700, which is coming in now from, let's see, Greensville, South Carolina, and now it's heading over to Tallahassee. And we have this CRJ-900, which is getting ready today, heading over to Key West and came in earlier for Corpus Christi. And we have this CRJ-700 coming in from Duluth and now it's going to head out to Bismarck. And here's another CRJ-900. This one is coming in from Great Falls and now it's going to be making a flight out to Elko, Nevada. And then we have this CR7, several CR7s up here. Next, so this one's coming in from Rapid City and now it's going to be making a flight over to Des Moines. We have the SkyWest CRJ-700 coming in from Springfield and now it's going to be making a flight over to Albuquerque. Here's the retro throwback, we can call it. This aircraft's coming in from Flagstaff and now it's going to be making a flight today over to, what was the city that I was thinking of over there? Tri-Cities, Tennessee. Here's this 145. This one's coming in from Louisville and now it's going to be making a very short flight over to St. Louis. We have the CRJ-900. This aircraft is making a flight in, just making sure I can get some good variety here from Binghamton, and now it's going to be making a flight over to Cleveland. Here's the CRJ-700 coming in from Mobile, now heading out to Jacksonville. And then the CRJ-200 is coming in from Jackson, Mississippi, and came in earlier today from Columbia, South Carolina. So quite a cool assortment right there. Let's go ahead next and get down here and get these aircraft, like this McCauley 757 freighter coming in from Miami. And then we have the Collider Chargers 2 727 coming in from Cincinnati. The beautiful Prime Air Boeing 737 freighter coming in from none other than San Bernardino, now heading out to Albuquerque. We have an Everett Air Cargo MD-80 freighter, which is currently going to be heading over to Minneapolis today. Very cool. Here is this Coletta VHL Hybrid 767 freighter, which is currently making a service in today, coming in from Chicago O'Hare, and now it's going to be heading over to Newark. Here is the beautiful bare metal Atlas Air Final 747. This aircraft, of course, doing some test flights. We have a Primair 767-300 freighter, which is coming in today from Los Angeles International, and now it's going to be jetting off for Baltimore. And we have the Air Canada Cargo 767 freighter coming in from Toronto on turnaround. We have a FedEx MD-11 that has just arrived into the gate and angled up here after its flight from Memphis. And we have a FedEx 777 freighter, which is currently coming in from Indianapolis, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Miami. We have a UPS 767 freighter. This aircraft is coming in today from Louisville, and now it's going to be bouncing over to Chicago O'Hare. And we have a UPS 757. And this aircraft's heading over to Boston and came in earlier from San Antonio. UPS Airbus E300 coming in from New Orleans, and now is going to be making a flight to Nashville. And we have the beautiful talent show, the UPS Boeing 747-400, which is coming in today from Honolulu, and now is going to be making a flight to San Juan. So quite a nice, diverse lineup right there for sure. In American Airlines, Boeing 777-200ER. This aircraft's currently taxiing out for departure today. This aircraft is making a flight today over to, let's see, what have I not really hit on there region-wise? Let's send this guy over to Reykjavik, quite a unique route, came in from Dallas earlier. In American Airlines, 737-800 coming in from San Jose, California, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Tegucigalpa, Honduras, so we love the international routes. And here's a Acer 900 coming in from Aberdeen, South Dakota. This aircraft's now heading out to Grand Junction, Colorado. Here's the E175. This aircraft's coming in today from Newport, Virginia, which is North Carolina rather, really neat route. And now it's going to be making a pretty quick flight over to Pittsburgh, just getting not very quick. Here's the Air Wisconsin Retro CRD-200. This is going to head back to its area with service to Appleton and came in earlier today from South Bend. And here is the E175 for United, and this aircraft's going to be heading over to Grand Rapids and came in earlier today from Indianapolis. So quite a nice lineup right there. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump over to the other side of the ramp, and we'll start working on that taxiway a little bit. But yeah, large airport, but we absolutely love it. So making very solid timing. I know that all of you are very busy, so trying to keep it as consolidated as it can. Here's an American Airlines 737-800 Astrojet. This aircraft is coming in from Chicago, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Orlando. Here's the Silver ATR 42 coming in from Memphis, of course, but now it's making its flight to Omaha, which is a super cool service there. We have the World Atlantic MD-80. This aircraft is currently making a flight in from Portland, but now it's going to be heading over to Lawton, Oklahoma. Very unique. A Southwest 737-700 coming in from Houston Hobby, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Providence. The beautiful Iceland Air Hekla Royal 757-200. This aircraft is taxiing out for Reykjavik, and we're down to a daily service going into the fall, which is completely understandable. In American Airlines, 737-800 coming in from, you guessed it, Miami, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Portland, Oregon. Here's a FedEx 767-300 freighter, and this aircraft's coming in from Los Angeles too. However, he's going to be now making a flight today out to, Orlando International. In American Airlines 737 MAX 8, this aircraft's heading out to St. Martin and came in earlier today from New York JFK. Southwest Airlines 737 MAX 8 over here on the hard stand in desert livery. It's currently waiting for a gate. And then we have a United Airlines 737 MAX 10 doing some taxiing practice because there's not much flying to do for that. Here's a JetBlue Airways Airbus E220, and this aircraft's coming in from New York LaGuardia on turnaround, waiting for its engine to be repaired. We have an American Airlines 0-900 for PSA. Hopefully get back into service shortly. And we have this Alaska E175, and this aircraft's going to be heading over to San Diego today and came in earlier today after a flight from Orange County. So very cool service right there for sure. Okay, we have an American Airlines Boeing 777-300ER, and this aircraft's currently coming in today after a flight from, London Heathrow. He's now going to be repositioning back out to Los Angeles. And a Delta Airlines Airbus E220-300 over here, and this aircraft came in from Boston and now is making the flight today over to Salt Lake City. Okay, really good shot here. I'll go ahead and get this since the light's good. The Delta Airlines Boeing 767-400ER, and this aircraft's on short final from Honolulu, and now we'll be heading out to Atlanta with a full load of very happy passengers after a fun vacation, or if they're going on vacation, which is very possible, of course, because we know the drill. We like to make references around here. And of course I dropped my camera on the floor, but I'm sure that's okay because it's really durable. So let's go ahead and check on that. Alrighty, everybody, with that on the side now, we can continue. So let's go ahead and get back into it over there with the United gates. Beginning with the United CRJ-550. Let me get my route sheet to make sure I can get some good variety. But anyway, this one's coming in from Springfield, and now it's gonna be heading over to Grand Forks. And then the next one is currently coming in the old livery from Boise, and now it's heading over to Nashville. And then the 200 is coming in from Lake Charles, and now it's gonna be heading out to Tallahassee. And the last one is coming in from Mobile, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Cleveland. United Airlines Airbus A319 coming in from Grand Rapids, and now it's making a flight today over to Newark. And the United 737 MAX 9, love that model, is coming in from Chicago O'Hare, and now it's heading out to Dallas Fort Worth. Here's the 767-400. This aircraft's coming in from Newark as well, and now it's heading out to Orlando. And then we have the Boeing 777, or sorry, that's the 787 today, getting the jet bridge attached, coming in from London Heathrow, and now it's going to be heading over to Frankfurt next. So very cool to see that right there. Here's the 757s. We have the 300 here coming in from Los Angeles, and now it's heading over to Denver. And the 200 is coming in from Chicago, and now it's heading out to Miami. There's another MAX 9 coming in from Minneapolis. Now it's going to be making a flight over to Key West. I can't go to Key West, never mind, my bad. Atlanta, however, this A319 is gonna go to Key West and came in from San Juan. It's looking nice for those guys. And the light's really good while we're over here, so let's go ahead and get this taxi away. We have a Delta Airlines A339neo, which is taxiing in from Paris, and now it's gonna be making a flight to Atlanta. And American Airlines Airbus E320 coming in from Wichita, and now it's gonna be going over to Albuquerque. And here's the 737-800 coming in today from Las Vegas, and now it's gonna be making a flight today over to Pittsburgh. And we also have the 787 and the 747-8 over here still. I still need to work with those, but setting up the airport can be a time commitment for sure. Mumma 1 Southwest 737 MAX 8 heading over to Denver, came in earlier today from Jacksonville. And let's see, that takes us over to the Allegheny American A321, which is currently making a flight today over to Houston and came in from Phoenix Sky Harbor. There's the United 737-200 taxiing over after a flight in from Boston. He's now going to be making a flight to Vancouver. And we have a Delta Airlines E321, and that aircraft's going to be making a flight to Seattle and came in all the way from Portland, Maine too. So definitely a wide array there. And the beautiful Hawaiian Airlines Boeing 787-9, which is currently making its new nonstop service today over to Kahului, which is really cool, came in from Honolulu. So very nice system that they have going in reference to the effort on those for sure. And you got to get a nice shot of this concourse right here, and we'll hit it up here in just a second. But let's go ahead and get the taxiing airframes, like this Delta Airlines A220-100, which is currently making a flight today coming in from Detroit, but now it's going to be heading over to New York LaGuardia. Here's the United 737-800. This aircraft's coming in today from Las Vegas, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Houston George Bush. We have an American Airlines Airbus E319 coming in from Dallas Fort Worth, now heading out to Salt Lake City. There is a Delta ERJ-175. This aircraft is getting ready today for Grand Forks and came in earlier today after a pretty long flight in from Boise. So very nice to get all that Boise service. Definitely really popular during this time of year. Here's the American Airlines Airbus E221 in the America West Heritage paint scheme. This aircraft's coming in from San Antonio today, and now it's going to be making a sizable flight today over to Charleston, South Carolina. And let's see, let's go ahead and get this Delta 737-800, and this aircraft is coming in today from Grand Rapids, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Baltimore. So very nice to see that right there. Okay, we'll go ahead and get the couple last ones taxiing and taking off, even though they're shaded, like the American 737-800 right here. This aircraft's rolling down the runway today for its nonstop flight today, heading over to Tulsa International Airport, and came in earlier after a flight from Calgary. And then we have the United ERJ-175 coming in from Winnipeg. This aircraft's now going to be making a flight today over to, all the way to, I'm thinking of Eagleville. And here's the United 737-800, which is coming in from Oakland, and now it's going to be making a flight today, heading over to, so many cities, Columbus, there we go. Haven't used Columbus in a while. United CRJ-200, this aircraft's coming in from Salina, Kansas, and now it's going to be making a pretty short, or relatively short hop over to Appleton, Wisconsin. We have a SkyTeam Delta 737-800 aircraft that's taxiing out right now with service out to, let's see, another New York JFK service is applicable here and came in earlier after a flight from Traverse City, which is a nice mainline upgrade. And we got those two, so now we can take it into this pier. So let's get started. We have a United 737-900. This aircraft is currently let's go to the route sheet so we can get some good variety and hopefully it'll quit ricocheting. This aircraft is currently coming in from Chicago O'Hare, and now it's going to be heading over to Jacksonville. And we have the here's 777-200. This is the California version, which will not be fittingly enough going anywhere over there. This aircraft's actually going to be going over to, rapid fire today. Okay, let's go San Diego for this guy, and came in from Newark. And then we have the Airbus A320, which is coming in today from Fort Myers, and now it's going to be heading over to St. Louis. And we have the 737 MAX 8. Looking forward to the second release, which should be pretty much here at this point for the next round of updates. Anyway, this aircraft is currently coming in from Palm Springs, and now it's going to be heading over to Los Angeles. And we have this 777-200, which is also going to Los Angeles, but he instead decided to come in from Tampa, so very nice. There's the Continental Globe 767-400, and this aircraft is currently making its flight today, coming in from Houston George Bush, and now it's going to be making a flight today, heading all the way over on a very long flight today over to Munich, so very cool one right there. We got Delta 738. And this aircraft is going to be making a flight today over to Raleigh-Durham and came in from Los Angeles. And Delta Airlines 717-200 coming in from Indianapolis, and now it's going to be heading over to Birmingham, Alabama. Delta Airlines Airbus A220, that's a 300. This aircraft is coming in from Salt Lake, and now it's going to be making its flight today over to Sacramento. And a 757-200, which is coming in right now from Atlanta, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Jacksonville. They love to just flood that Atlanta route, so much so that the 767 is coming in from there, but he's actually going to go somewhere else. He's going to, believe it or not, St. Martin. How about that? We have a Delta Airlines Airbus A319. This aircraft's gearing up today, heading over to Albany, and came in earlier today from Nashville. Delta Airlines 717 coming in from San Angelo, Texas. Yes, that's crazy, isn't it? Now heading up to Northwest Arkansas. Delta Airlines Airbus A320 coming in from Mobile, and now it's heading up to Destin. And then here's the beautiful Delta Airlines Airbus E350 flagship, which is coming in from Seoul, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to none other than Paris Charles de Gaulle. Delta Airlines Airbus E330 Neo by NG Models. This aircraft is currently coming in from Orlando International, and now it's going to be making a flight today, heading over to Honolulu. And then we have two A321s that round out this side of the gates. So the first one here is currently coming in from Pensacola, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Houston. And the second one is currently coming in from Tucson, and now it's going to be making a flight to Louisville. So definitely quite a nice array of aircraft right there. Okay, I think we're going to do best if we always do those gates from right on that corner, and I think that's going to be changing today because I think it would be cool to do them from over here. That being these back gates right here at Terminal B, that is. So let's go ahead and move over and hopefully get it to stop doing the ricochet effect. I don't know why the iPhone 14 Pro Max does that, but it does. So what can I say? So let's go ahead and take a look at this frame. So we have a commuter ERJ-145, which is currently coming in from Des Moines, and now it's going to be heading out to Cedar Rapids. We have a ERJ-170, which is currently, I'm going to have to turn this fan off real quick. Alrighty, everybody, let's get back into that. So there's the United E170 pulling into the gate right there. This aircraft is coming in from Columbus, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Destin. Next, we have the Delta regional jets. So the first 700 there is currently making a flight in from Traverse City, and now it's heading out to Providence. And the second one is coming in from Lansing, Michigan, the 200 on turnaround. Pulling into the gate, we have a 900. This aircraft is currently coming in from Cincinnati, and now it's going to be heading out to Washington National. And we have another 700 back there. This aircraft is currently coming in from Oklahoma City, and now it's going to be heading out to St. Louis. We have a 200 over there. This aircraft's going to be making a flight today, coming over in from Marquette, Michigan. This aircraft's now going to be making a flight today over to Glasgow, Montana. And we also have a 900 there at the end coming in from Grand Junction, and now it's going to be making a flight today heading over to St. Louis too. So quite a nice variety right there. And I know it's not the prettiest view, but why don't we go ahead and get some of these? We have a United 737-700. This aircraft is currently coming in from Omaha, and now it's going to be making a flight over to Indianapolis. And we have a 737-900. This aircraft is currently coming in from Atlanta, and now it's going to be making a flight today heading over to Philadelphia. And then we have a Delta Airlines 757-200. This aircraft is coming in from Los Angeles, and now it's going to be jetting off for Melbourne, Florida. We have a Delta Airlines 737-800 coming in from Daytona Beach, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Aruba. And we have a Delta Airlines 757-300 at the end coming in from Minneapolis, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Detroit. So quite a nice variety right there. And let's go ahead and start over here on the taxiway before we lose the light, Right into the sunset, we have the Malaysia Airlines Airbus E350. This aircraft's coming in from Kuala Lumpur, so very cool to see that. We have an American Eagle ERJ-175 coming in from Idaho Falls. This aircraft's now going to be making a flight over to Bozeman. We have the Anapon Airways Boeing 787-9 R2D2 coming in from Tokyo, of course. And then over there, we have a Delta 737-900ER, and this aircraft is currently making a flight today, coming in from El Paso, and now it's going to be taking it all the way over to Providence TF Green. And let's go ahead and get that Qantas Airbus E380, and that aircraft is currently coming in from Sydney, Australia today on one of 2 daily services. On the bottom left of your screen, taxiing off of the runway, we have a Gull Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8, and this aircraft is coming in today from their hub in Brazil, so we absolutely love to see that. Okay, and next we'll get all the taxiing planes on this ramp, and then we'll come over here and finish off the update with all the low cost and Southwest gates. So here we have a Copa Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9 coming in from Panama City, of course. And taxiing off the runway, we have an American Airlines Boeing 787-9 flops coming up after a flight in from London Heathrow. This aircraft is now going to be making a flight today over to San Francisco, which is a really cool 787 flight. We have a Air Canada Airbus E220-300. This aircraft is currently coming in from Ottawa today, and now it's going to be heading over to Saskatoon. And we have a United Airlines 757-300 heading over to Denver on a turnaround. Here's a Southwest 737-800. This aircraft's coming in from Houston Hobby, and now it's going to be heading out to Las Vegas. And we have Air Canada ERJ-170 sneaking by that WestJet pushback. And this aircraft is currently coming in today from Halifax, and now it's going to be making an extremely long flight up to St. John's, but 170 is very capable. The Emirates Airbus E380 is coming in from Dubai today, so that is a turnaround flight for him. And we have the Etihad Airbus E350-1000 heading over to Abu Dhabi. Okay, let's go ahead and sneak over here and get these airplanes, like the Spirit Airbus E320 heading over to Fort Lauderdale, came in earlier from Las Vegas. We have an Aeromexico 737-800, Mexico City turnaround, and we have the Allegiant A319 Las Vegas Raiders, early pushback surprisingly, so he had to come over here to take off, so that's why he's over here. And this aircraft is going to be making a flight today over to, you guessed it, Los Angeles, and came in earlier today from Portland, Oregon. Edelweiss is coming in late today on their Airbus E340-300. This aircraft is currently coming in today from Zurich, Switzerland, of course. And our SkyTeam work is going really well over here. It appears that they haven't had any time to do any expansion for either the projects that we talked about in the previous update, so we'll see what happens there. But we do have our SkyTeam airlines going really strong, like Virgin Atlantic and their Airbus E350-1000 coming in from London Heathrow, so getting everybody off board, and I'm sure they're going to be pushing him back here pretty soon. Just arriving in, we have the Korean Air Boeing 787-9, one of 2 daily flights from Seoul, so it's the later flight as you could presume, so we absolutely love that. We have the ITA Airbus E330-200. This aircraft's getting ready to push back, and he's going to be making a flight today over to Rome, so very cool flight right there. We have the KLM Boeing 777-300ER coming in from Amsterdam Schiphol, so very cool to see that, getting loaded up, and he'll be pushing back soon. And we have the Saudia Boeing 787-10, and this aircraft's heading out to Jeddah today. So quite an array here to have all these lined up. And the Air France Boeing 787-9 just arrived in from Paris Charles de Gaulle, and this is the second daily flight, so that's why he's later in the time frame here. So yeah, looking really great with all of these, and they'll all head over there and load up with the Delta flights. And got the 2-hour connection and all that, so quite unique, but I think it's pretty cool. They're still working on the facility. They gotta get some windows added, but they really need to get it open so we could relieve the other concourse a little bit, so that was the goal. Okay, here's the United E175. This aircraft is coming in from Traverse City, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Brownsville. We have the Air India Boeing 777-300ER heading out to New Delhi, which is a really cool flight right there. I love that. Here's a Delta E175. This one is currently making a flight today, coming in from West Palm Beach, and now it's going to be making a flight out to Eagle Vale, which is a cool route now for Delta. Stars and Bars, United Airbus E320. The aircraft is taxiing out today over for Tampa and came in from San Jose, California. Here is a Delta Airlines Airbus A220-100. This aircraft is currently making a flight today coming in from Atlanta, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Phoenix. And we have a United CRJ-200 taxiing in after a flight today in from, Green Bay. This aircraft is now going to be going over to Duluth today. Here's an Azul Airbus E330 Neo with the pink livery heading over to their hub in, I believe it's Buenos Aires. I'm pretty sure it's Buenos Aires or Sao Paulo, I believe. And then we have the Air Premia Boeing 787-9 coming in from none other than Seoul, South Korea. So very nice to see that right there. And we have the Finnair Airbus E350. And this aircraft, of course, is coming in from Helsinki. So we absolutely love that. And I think we got the Delta 739. So we're all good over here now. So now we can go ahead and proceed over to the last boards for today's airport update, which will be a very nice finish. So let's go ahead and get over here and get into all of what we got going. So we have the Mesa Sierra-900 coming in from Tulsa for United, and now it's going to be making a flight today, heading over to Wichita. Here's the Southwest section. Rapid fire time. No, I'm just kidding. Southwest 737-700 coming in from Tampa. Now it's going to head out to Miami. Here's the MAX 8. This aircraft's coming in from Birmingham, Alabama, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Milwaukee. Here's a 737-700 coming in from Toronto at, Southwest Flights International flights now out of here, which is really cool. Now it's going to be making a flight to Cancun. Illinois 737-800 coming in from Detroit. Now it's going to be making a flight to Omaha. 737 MAX 7 coming in from San Jose, Costa Rica, and now it's going to be making a flight today out to Dominican Republic. So love to see that. There's the Republic ERJ-170, and that aircraft is currently coming in today from, Tucson, and now it's making a flight today over to Islam. So very nice. And this Southwest 737 MAX 8 is coming in today from Myrtle Beach, and now it's making a flight today over to Baltimore. And I'll get all the taxiing aircraft all at once here. So let's do some more Southwest first though. This one is coming in MAX 8 from Orlando, and now it's heading out to Portland. 737-700 coming in from Dallas-Fort Worth. Yes, you heard that right. Now it's going to be going to Vancouver. You also heard that one right. 737-800 is coming in from San Francisco, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Boston. 737 MAX 8 is coming in from Phoenix. Now it's going to be making a flight over to Fort Lauderdale. 737-800 is coming in from Puerto Vallarta, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Nashville. New Mexico 1 737-800 is coming in from Grand Rapids, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to St. Louis. 737 MAX 8 is coming in from, Fort Myers, and now it's making a flight over to Tampa. 737-800 coming in from Dallas-Love Field, now it's going to be making a flight to Austin. 737-700 coming in today from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Traverse City. Freedom 1 737-800 coming in from Denver, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Pensacola. And a 737-700 coming in from Las Vegas, and now it's going to be making a flight to Dallas for Fort Worth. So very nice to see all those. And let's go ahead and get some of these taxiing planes like this 737-700, which is also coming in from St. Louis. However, he's going to Dallas-Love Field now. And then we have the Beechcraft, which is currently doing some taxiing practice. Delta Sierra-900, which is taxiing out today over for Wichita and came in from Jackson, Mississippi. United 737-800 taking it on over today to Los Angeles and came in from Sacramento. And we have a Delta ER-170, which is currently, sorry about macro mode, I don't know why low light just can't function with that. Anyway, this aircraft's coming in from Philadelphia, and now it's going to make a flight today over to Charlotte Douglas. So very cool route right there. And we have two aircraft over here. The Pike the Otter Frontier is currently coming in from New Orleans, and now it's heading out to Nashville. And we have a FedEx Airbus E300 freighter, which is coming in from Houston, George Bush, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Oakland. So quite a nice variety right there. Okay, we have JetBlue. Here's their Airbus A320 Spotlight, which is coming in from, I wish the camera would do its job, but it happens. So let's see if we can get it fixed. That's why I try not to get too low light over here, but you can see that I can only get so much light in here. Did it fix itself? I think it did. Okay. So we have a JetBlue Spotlight A320 coming in from Atlanta. Now it's heading out to Fort Lauderdale. And we have the Spotlight Airbus A320 doing a turnaround in from Seattle, which is a really cool new route. And then you also see Canyon Blue MAX 8 there on top, which is coming in from Indianapolis. Now it's going to be making a flight today, heading over to Reno. And then we have the JetBlue Airbus E320 with the sharklets up there. Spotlight tail, which is currently making the flight in from Denver today. And now it's going to be heading on to Oklahoma, sorry, I got confused on the Southwest routes for that, my bad. The first one, I'm not sure, I can't remember what I said, but we'll just take it. And then now it's gonna be heading over to San Juan, so very nice. And then we have this Airbus A321 Neo with the balloons tail, which is heading over to Phoenix on turnaround today. We got a Sun Country 737-800 coming in from Minneapolis, now heading out to Orlando, which is really smart. You got an Allegiant Air Airbus E319 over there, which is currently making a flight today coming in from Las Vegas, and now it's going to be heading over on a daily service over to Punta Gorda. So popularity would be the name of the game there. That American Sierra 700 landed and then taxied around here, but is actually trying to get over its gates, so it's going to have a long taxi. Luckily though, it is on an early arrival today, coming in on a very long flight from Burbank. Barely has the range, but it does. Crazy, I know. And now it's going to be making that flight today over to Minot, North Dakota, which is really far up there. We do have a beautiful GA section, so we'll be over there shortly. A Vela 737-800 coming in from Lakeland, and now it's going to be making a flight today out to Las Vegas. A JetBlue, that is the, let's see, high-rise A320. This aircraft is currently coming in from Cancun, and now it's going to be making a flight today, heading over to Long Beach, and they still fly here. It's fly there in this world, so it's really cool. Got the Breeze E220. This aircraft is coming in from Orlando, and now it's going to be heading out to Seattle, which is another really cool route for them. And the 195 is heading out to South Bend, Indiana, and came in earlier today after a flight from, let's bring them in from Madison. So quite a wide array there of routes for sure, to say the least. Okay, we'll do the GA section last, but yeah, actually no updates over here, which is kind of surprising. So I was expecting a little bit more progress, but hopefully in the next update we'll see that. Spirit Airbus E321. This aircraft is currently coming in from Houston, and now it's going to Myrtle Beach. This Airbus E320neo is coming in today after a flight from Las Vegas. Now it's heading out to Dallas Fort Worth. This Airbus E321neo is coming in from Miami, and now it's making a flight today, heading over to Boston. And that Airbus E320neo is going to be heading over to Destin today, and came in earlier from, let's see, Tampa. So quite a nice Florida array of cities. And then I accidentally hit the volume rocker there on my phone, my bad. Frontier has a nice array over here. So here's the Airbus E320neo, Colorado Become Cheap, coming in from Phoenix, and now it's heading out to West Palm Beach. Steve the Eagle and the Airbus E321 is coming in from Washington National, and now it's heading out to Denver. Ed Eddie and Edwin the Penguins are coming in from Myrtle Beach, and now they're heading out to Miami. You got the Frontier Wilbur the Whitetail A320neo coming in from Calgary. What a route, very unique. Now it's heading out to Las Vegas. Baja the Whale Shark down there is coming in today from Raleigh, Durham, and now it's going to be heading out to Syracuse. So quite a wide array there of routes. Got the Airbus E340-600. We will see what the plan for that guy is, but for now he continues to sit. And both these actually came in from Orlando earlier, but can't go back right now due to weather. We got Izzy the Orcon 321neo, and we have the Jack the Rabbit A319, which are both hanging out right there. But we do have a Florida route heading out right here, which is really cool. And that's the Sarasota E321neo, and that is the America's Greenest Airlines. So we absolutely love that. Lastly, we have the general aviation section, which is finally back. So glad to have it. Got two Learjets here on the left. So the first one is coming in from Van Nuys, and now it's heading out to St. Louis. And the second one over there is coming in from Flagstaff, Arizona, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to let's send into, I'm trying to think of a really random city. How about like a Joplin, Missouri? And then we have a beautiful Gulfstream G5. This aircraft actually flew in from Teterboro, and now it's going to be making a very long flight over to Kona, so those people will really enjoy that. The Cessna 172, which was doing local flights around the area. This Learjet is actually taxiing out for Storyline International, Stone International, so we absolutely love to see that. A very nice cross-reference. And lastly, we have a JSX ERJ 145 going in the macro to finish this off, which is coming in from Destin Executive, and now it's heading out to Dallas Love Field. So I really hope each and every one of you enjoyed this Great Plains update. As you can tell, quite an array of routes, destinations, and aircraft. So glad to get a nice rotation there, and hopefully there'll be progress by the next update. So I explained all of what I was hoping to have changed up in this update in the last one, which was the expansion over there and then possibly some movement around here. But unfortunately, today I ran out of time. Went to the airport to pick a friend up last night. We did not get back. His flight was 2 hours delayed, so we didn't get back till very late. And then that pretty much made my day today start late. So I just had enough time to change around the airplanes and all that. So hopefully in the upcoming updates, as I continue to film them, I will have some more progress for all of you. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see progress in the next update. But don't think I have any interruptions coming up, so that will be great. Obviously, there's plenty of events and activities, but we do our best to do our best around here and to capitalize. So yeah, really excited for all what's coming. I hope each and every one of you are as well. Great Plains is a wonderful airport. So excited for the progression, and the upcoming updates are going to be really great. So get ready for, obviously, the winter time. It's going to be a really big expansion. They've done some really good work behind the scenes. So stay on the lookout for it, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. Well, with all that being said, everybody, that'll do for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do what you love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.